And so as you look around the room for a moment and you presence the ancestors, and you presence the angelic realm, and you presence all the people that are tuning in, this place is full to overflowing with love. And we're feeling that in this instant. This month, our theme is You Are Abundance. We've been working with that particular theme, particularly in light of the fact that there's a lot of economic uncertainty, and we have to pull people back to the truth of their being. We have to pull people back to the truth that the source of all good is the direct presence of God, straight through the quantum field, straight through the mind, heart of the infinite. So we're becoming keenly aware during this particular month, and every month, as it were, that we are abundance itself, that we are an emanation, a divine fiat of the Spirit, reflecting and revealing all that the power and the presence and the love of God is, and all that the power and the presence and the love of God has. All of that is within us now, waiting to be recognized, waiting to be activated, so it ultimately can be expressed. So I want you to say with me, if you will, I am abundance.
I am abundance.
I want you to feel this from the depth of your being. I am prosperity.
I am prosperity.
All of my needs are met. So we're feeling and sensing into that. Our topic for today is I'm in an emergent state of mind. You may have heard I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm in a California dreaming state of mind. But today you're saying in substance, I am in an emergent state of mind. Meaning that we are releasing ourselves from saying, this is what I want, and I want that situation to change, that circumstance to change in order to get what I want. I'm in an emergent state of mind, meaning that my whole inner thrust, my whole inner dialogue and conversation is I want to be in alignment with the energetic vibration that's seeking to emerge through me. I want to be in alignment with that which is emerging through me that allows for the good of the power and the presence of God to manifest itself. So instead of I want that, it is, there's something in me that's emerging. There's something in me so strong. There's something in me that's emerging, and I'm opening myself to be in alignment with that. That must become a kind of an inner dialogue, an inner awareness. I am becoming something. I am releasing something. I am surrendering to something so magnificent within me, and then that inner dialogue becomes a broadcast that allows for the universal presence by law to vibrate at the level of that broadcast. And then what we think we want begins to show up not through manipulation, not through provocation, not through intimidation, but through the fact that we are vibrating at the level of the emergence within us, me, you becoming more of ourselves. Say with me, if you will, I'm willing to become more of myself. I am willing to set myself free. And so the inner dialogue changes from manipulation into emergence. And how do we do that? One way that we do that is we never say in substance, I want to hearken back to the good old days. We do not live in that space, for that is in the past, and it blocks the flow of good in our life. Instead, we move into the vibration of Nkoruka, which is a Nigerian phrase for the best is yet to come. We stand in an awareness that the good old day is now. This moment is a good day. This moment is a beautiful day. This moment, God is right here. This moment, the source of all creation is pulsating through me, and more good is emerging. Again, there is an inner dialogue that is allowing us to be grateful for this precise moment in which our body is breathing and extracting the nitrogen, the hydrogen, and the oxygen from the air to keep the body alive. This is a good day. And the best is unfolding, meaning glory, glory, glory after glory after glory after glory keeps happening, but we will not allow for ourselves to be hijacked into the good old days. Remember the good old days? No, I don't. I remember some good days, but this day is so good and getting better that this is where I am living. So that's one strategy. Do not hearken back to the good old days. Stay right here. Stay right now. Stay in the vibration of Inkaruka. That there's constantly more and more emerging, but we cannot see it. We are blind to it. If we keep looking to the past, how things used to be, then come to an understanding, as always is the underpinning of our spiritual community. Do you realize there are some people on the planet that cannot sit still for a half hour without some kind of interaction? Without some kind of social media, without talking to somebody? There are people that cannot just sit by themselves for a half hour, an hour in complete silence. Solitude is your way to freedom. If you can sit for a half hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour, not interaction, but coming into an omni-action of the Spirit, you will hear Jesus thunder to you to go into the secret place. Go into the inner chamber. And there you will begin to hear the still small voice speak to you. It is an eternal broadcast, by the way, because the Spirit of the living one is never on and off. There's never a gap in it. It is always broadcasting, let there be light, let there be love, let there be beauty, let there be abundance, let there be intelligence, let it be everywhere, simultaneously vibrating with itself everywhere in its complete fullness. But you have to give it an opportunity so that you can catch the broadcast, because many individuals are catching the broadcast of opinions, points of view, perceptions, news reels, media, social media. They're catching all of those broadcasts, which is simply a display, oftentimes, of the ignorance of humanity and where we have to grow. But there is a broadcast, direct from God, everywhere present. If you can just take 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, just shut up. Just sit there. Don't call nobody. Don't think about nobody. Just be there and say, here am I. Send me. I'm listening. I'm available. You'll peel away the layers of the human broadcast, and you'll begin to hear, not with your ears. You'll begin to see, not with your eyes, but with consciousness. There is something always speaking, always, I should say, vibrating with itself everywhere. We're talking about the field of abundance here. We're not going to the old days as the good old days. We're becoming still. And then we add this factor. Always give more than you get. This is the frequency. Wherever you are in life, you ask to be an instrument of giving more than you get. In the human consciousness, people are trying to get over on each other. In human consciousness, people are trying to get away with stuff. In human consciousness, people are trying to do the win-lose rather than the win-win vibration. In the human consciousness, people are trying to give as little and get as most as they can. But you are a spiritual being having a human incarnation. And so to come into the field of abundance, you have to give more than you get. What happens with that happens? Two things. One, as the saying goes, you put the universe in debt. The universe does not want to be in debt to you. So when you're giving more than you get, the universe finds a way to keep giving you blessings, opportunities, keeps opening up and activating possibilities. There's spontaneous goodness, serendipity, coincidences. Things begin to happen because the universe does not want to be in debt. If you give more than you get, the universe goes in debt, and it will not be in debt. It will find a way to supply you. Always give more than you get, and add this aspect to it. Never look to get your good from where you are giving your good. Because the Spirit of the living one is infinite and everywhere. It can give you back anytime and anywhere and any place. So you're not giving to get something from someone. You're just giving because you are a giver of the living, dynamic presence of God. So if you invite those three strategies into your awareness, one, we're never hearkening to the good old days. This is the day the Lord has made, commanding us to rejoice in it. This is the day now. And we invite ourselves to listen. And we give more than we get. We become thunderstruck by the presence of God. we begin to see our destiny in ways that we never thought we would. It's like we have our own burning bush experience. We begin to see possibilities where we couldn't see them before because now we're in vibrational alignment with the eternal broadcast that is always expressing itself. I just came back Friday night from Washington, D.C., as I was a part of the memorial service for my cousin, Arthur Randolph Greenwich Sr., 8 children. Well, actually 11 because he raised 3 stepchildren as well. And I mean, full of cousins. I mean, it was a lot. It's beautiful. It was a lot. It was beautiful. It was a lot. It's beautiful. And I couldn't help as I was driving down the street and seeing some old places that I was thinking about my grandfather. And my grandfather, I remember, told me the story that when he was a teenager, he dropped out of school. And he would go to New York. He was basically distributing alcohol during the Prohibition times to the senators and the congressmen in D.C. and New York. He was also procuring ladies of the night for them as well. Anyway, he was a wild dude as a young guy dropping out of high school. And something was, he was telling me that he was coming back to D.C. to visit his mother. There was something in him that, you know, he wanted to have a better life. He wanted to change. There was something going on inside of his soul. And as he drove by his high school, he was thunderstruck by the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen in his life. And he parked his car and he got out and he was trying to talk to the young lady and she wouldn't speak to him. She said, "Beckwith, I know who you are. I know what you do. No, you can't talk to me. You haven't even graduated from high school." So my grandfather went back to high school. He was the oldest person in his high school class. Eventually wooed her. That became my grandmother. He was thunderstruck by a destiny he was feeling inside of his soul when he said, "I wanted to change." So he married Annabelle. Annabelle gave birth to Francis Bernard Beckwith Jr., who gave birth to me and Achille and Anthony Charles Beckwith. But the point being, he saw this beauty. That was his destiny. And something within him shifted. And it helped me out too, because he didn't tell me that story until I was feeling a little guilty about my past. And I was telling him some things I had done. He said, "Hey, listen." And he told me that story. I said, "Oh, okay, I get it from you." Anyway, hear this and say this with me. I am abundance. I am not going to hearken to the good old days. I may remember good times, but this is the day the Lord has made. And I'm accepting the command to rejoice in this moment. I am abundance. I'm going to take the opportunity to just be in solitude. Okay, this is not you. Come on now. I'm going to take the opportunity to just be in solitude. Now that's where you hear without ears. That's what you see without eyes. And that's when you begin to realize that you become in an emergent state of mind. There's something trying to emerge. You're not going to manipulate the external world to be what you want it to be. Instead, something is emerging through you. There's a vibrational match from the quantum field, from the universal one that operates through law. There's a vibrational match, and then you become the energy, the vibrational energy that allows for the demonstration, the manifestations to occur. There is a match. If you manipulate to get what you want, you won't be able to keep it because you're not matched. You see, there's no match there. You can manipulate and provoke and intimidate and do all that stuff and steal and lie and everything that we kind of look at these movies and we see people doing that kind of thing. But if you become the vibration, it can't be taken away from you. Even if it's temporarily taken away from you, it will come back because you are that vibration. Be still and know that the I am presence of God is within you. And then if you live to give, and my grandfather taught me that as well. If you seek to give more than you get, you have a job, arrive early, stay late. Just become a habit of giving more. And what's going to happen? You're putting the universe in debt, and the universe will find a way to give back what you're giving, even if it's not from the place that you're giving to. Because the universal presence is infinite, everywhere, beaming and being itself. And now you have made yourself receptive. You are abundance. All of this is an identity clause. Heretofore, you may have a mistaken identity. You may have, something may have stolen your identity. The world may have stolen your identity. And you think you're less than. You think you're not enough. You think everything is working against you. You're absolutely using the law backwards. But now the identity crisis is dissolving. I am. The identity crisis is dissolving. I am abundance. The identity crisis is dissolving. I am peace. The identity crisis is dissolving. I am love. The identity crisis is dissolving. I am what I am meant to be. I am what I am meant to be, and I am in integrity with it. Now, nothing can take it away because I am it. I am the vibration. That's why you do your affirmations. That's why you read, so that your intellect becomes in tune with the truth, not just to remember a bunch of facts. That's why you pray, to come into harmony with the fundamental reality that life is everywhere, beaming and booming with itself. That's why you do your spiritual practices, not to change something out there, but to have such an inner transformation that you become thunderstruck moment after moment after moment with the burning bush of light and love and beauty that is everywhere. You begin to see the world as it really is, not by how you have been hypnotized into thinking that it is. And then you become a fiat of the Spirit, an instrument of love, peace, joy, wisdom, and harmony for such a time as this, when there's all manner of uncertainty, all manner of hate rising up, all manner of control, all manner of authoritarianism, all manner of dictatorship vibration running amok. You will be a bulwark of love and peace and harmony and joy and right action moment by moment by moment. You'll be compelled to be, and then to think and to do that which is necessary in any given moment. You will be in the safety net of the Spirit, because your vibrational frequency will be emanating from the power and the presence and the love of God. Somebody say yes and amen. Yes. Somebody say, I am abundance. Somebody say, I'm in a field of safety, beauty, love, intelligence, harmonizing prosperity, absolute joy. And then what will begin to occur for you? You will not be ashamed at your joy during difficult times. Some people like to put on a sad face when things are amok, because it's the, we should do that. But you will hold a space inside of your being where there will be joy, because that will be your spiritual practice. There will be love, because that will be your spiritual practice. There will be a dynamic of peace, because that will be your spiritual practice. That's not to say that sadness would not pass through. You'll feel it fully. You'll feel it fully, but you'll be identifying with the field that it's passing through. Did you catch that? You'll feel it fully, but you're more identified with the field that it's passing through. Because as I taught in the way of meditation service, ultimately you will discover that you are the pure awareness that everything is passing through. And you'll stop identifying with that which is passing through. You'll be identifying as the awareness of the power and the presence and the love of God. Please take an inhalation right here. Release. Take another. Release. Take another. Sustain it right there. Just sustain the breath. And think of any moment in your life where all of your needs were met and you felt absolutely loved and supported. Any moment. Just feel it. Sustain the breath right there. Feel that. Now release. And allow for your nervous system to now hold the space of all needs met, hold the space of divine love and support. This is an inside job. You're now bringing your nervous system into coherence with love and prosperity, not out there. Love and prosperity right here. This is becoming your internal awareness. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You're not concerned about whether someone likes you. You're concerned if you like you. You're not concerned if anyone loves you. You love you. You come into this coherence with love and abundance right here. And there becomes a match. Wow. Match, vibrational match, and then manifestation. Vibrational match, then demonstration. Vibrational match, the invisible becomes visible. And then you walk. Even before manifestation, you are walking in the frequency of the answer before it shows up. You're already here. So when it shows up, it's happy, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, but you were already in it. You're already here. Say, I'm here. I'm now. I'm here. I'm now. All of my needs are met. I am abundance. I am joy. I am love. I am spiritual power. Happening now. Oh, feel that. This is a feeling universe. This feeling is your vibrational call. So hear this again before we go into a moment of prayer. You are abundance. You are a fiat, an emanation of all that the presence is. You're moving yourself to be in an emergent state of mind. Not merely seeking to move circumstances around. You'll be guided how and when and what to do with circumstances. But your primary frequency is, I'm coming into alignment with what is trying to emerge through and as me. How do I do that? This is the day the Lord has made, commanding us to rejoice in it. I'm not hearkening back to the good old days. I'm not living in the past. Now, and it's getting better. I give myself permission to just be in the silence. The secret place of the Most High, the inner closet that I can hear the real broadcast. Not someone's opinion, but the real broadcast, that I may rebroadcast it without stepping it down. And then my living strategy is, every single day, I'm going to give more than I get. I'm placing the universe in my debt. And then the universe finds a way to pay me. Maybe not from the place where I'm giving, but it can spring up anywhere, everywhere, anytime. And then I'm available to be thunderstruck. Burning bush. Coincidence. Serendipity. Spontaneous good. Woo! God is everywhere. And my life changes for the better. Whew. This is law, but we have to participate in it. Just take your right hand and put it over your heart. You're going to swear on your own heart. I am willing to be more than I ever thought I could possibly be. Say it. I'm feeling into the truth that I am abundance. I am celebrating this moment. I am going into silence on a regular basis. I'm living to give more than I get. I'm willing to put the universe in my debt. And then I'm willing to receive more good than I've ever imagined. And it can come from anywhere, anytime, always right on time. Somebody scream about it. Somebody celebrate it. Woo! I think that's it. That's the transmission for today. Allow yourself to turn within in this moment. Turn away from the external world, what looks like the external world. Just turn away from it for a moment. And I know every being here has some dimension of challenge in some area of their life. I want us to turn away from that for a moment. Any places where we're worried about something and we're finally coming to the awareness that the worry is not going to speed the answer. It's going to repel it. We turn away from the world of effects and we turn within in this moment. Great teacher said, go into the inner closet. Pray to the presence of God secretly and you will be rewarded openly. In other words, as you turn within and have a great realization, it shows up in your life. That which is within becomes the without. So we turn within in this moment, and just for a moment, even though we're in community all around the globe and in this room, just for a moment, consider what Brother Lawrence said when someone asked him how he had moved into a very high state of consciousness. He said, one day, I woke up and I began to live in the world as if only God and I existed. In this particular moment, you turn within, just extract yourself from anything you're connected with and realize this is you and the presence. You and the presence of God, which is everywhere and is your very life. Just come into harmony with this. You. Just you and the presence of God. Just, whatever your highest understanding of the presence of God is love, God is intelligence, God is life, God is beauty, God is the all in all. Just right now, it's just you in the presence of God. And it's from this space of our oneness with the isness and allness that we allow ourselves to bubble up in a state of gratitude. This is the day the great life has made. Let us rejoice in it. Let us sing praises. And let us celebrate our lives. This is the day the Lord has made. Oh, we're so grateful for this moment. We're so grateful for this moment. This moment. We're so grateful for this moment that we're able to recognize the presence. We recognize the presence with every breath we take. We recognize the presence everywhere. We cannot see any spot where God is not. God is beaming everywhere. We don't have to look for God. God is everywhere looking for us to recognize it. We feel just so one with it. Don't be ashamed about how much you love God, how much you love life. And from this consciousness of oneness, the very word that is being spoken is the vibrational frequency of the answer to anything we're growing through. It's a law unto itself that only knows its own fulfillment, and I speak it now for each and every one of us And I'm recognizing that there's only one of us here. One God, one power, one presence, one life, revealing itself as the many, but always hearkening back to the one. That we may be free today. Oh, this freedom, this liberation. Oh, come on! I speak the word. Divine wholeness, wellness, and well-being reign supreme where our body temples are concerned, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, our physical bodies, our financial bodies, the bodies of all of our relations are now shot through with eternity. Something is being made new right now. Something in our life, beginning with our own thought and our own perception, is being made new. Now, we bless those that we perceive have hurt us. We bless them right now. We don't want the inner entanglement of resentment. We don't want to block our blessings with rancor. No, we're open and receptive and available. We give more than we get. We give blessings where we have received negativity. Oh, Spirit of the living one, closer than our breath, nearer than our hands and feet, I speak the word from this deep sense of oneness for each and every one of us that we may be free today. Every organ, action, function of the body temple is whole right now. We feel it. All things are working together for our good because everything does work together for good for they who love God and live according to their divine purpose. That would be here, that would be now, that would be us. Now just repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening. Now I want you to feel this. Your mind may try to block it. Your mind may bring up something you're worried about, but right now, you're in a different feeling tone. Say, something wonderful is happening. Something magnificent is happening. Something beautiful is happening. I'm in the flow of prosperity. I glow with the flow of prosperity. I glow with the flow of divine health. I glow with the flow of divine intelligence. It's all flowing through me. We feel this in our bones. Now, we have to be coherent with what we just said. We have to. It's like this. Particle becomes a wave when you look at something. So we have to stay here. So this wave frequency, this manifestation that shows up is really an expression of the coherence that we're holding. Prayer without ceasing. Inner dialogue. Feel that. Help them. Help them feel it.
Brave heart, do what you feel inside, kind of hard. Brave heart, dare to be who you are. Dare to be free, dare to live your own life. You've come too far, let your light fill just guide. Brave heart, dare to be who you are, kind of hard. Brave heart, dare to be who you are. Dare to be free, dare to live your own life. You've come too far, let your light fill the sky.
Eyes closed, heart open. Tap at the space between the eyebrows. Say out loud, I'm willing to see without the use of my eyes. I'm willing to hear without the use of my ears. I am pure consciousness. As we continue to turn within, we see, we feel, we hear divine wholeness for every name that I call. That name represents an individual expression of God.